What's up, everybody? Welcome back. I'm Abe, and this is EVE Online, and we are doing the Minmatar Epic Arc series of missions. And to start out, you have to go to Frarn, which is a zero point 0.8 security space. It's just outside of Rennes. So warp yourself here. Once you've got the standing you need, if you look at either Minmatar Republic or Brutor Tribe, there'll be this little icon here noting that you have enough faction or enough standing to start the Epic Arc. Now, if you click on that, it opens up a conversation with the person who will give you that first mission. So, all right, so Arston Takalo. Now, you can see he's in Frarn, but he's in a Tempest, so he's not going to be in the station. So if you go to the station, you're not going to find him there, and you may be a little bit confused. And also, if you look down in your overview and you look for Frarn, look for Arston Takalo, you won't find him there either. But where you will find him is if you find the beacon for the Brutor Tribe community area, and you warp to that.
Warp drive active.
And let's see. Yeah, I think that's really the only way to do it. There may be a way if you add a waypoint here, but I don't even know if adding a waypoint will. Yeah, there's no. Anyway, so that's the way to go. Is you go to Brutor Tribe community area. Now, I looked online and kind of I went to EVE Survival, looked up the first mission and understood what I needed. I needed a relic analyzer and a hacking skill or an archaeology skill of 3. So if I go to scanning, I've got archaeology 3. Where is it? There it is, archaeology 3. I've got the skill, I've got the analyzer, and then I just have outfitted my ship to deal explosive damage. Now I have a multi-fit to protect me against all types of damage, so I'm generally protected against what will be coming. So alright, so here you can see Arston Takalo's Republic Fleet Tempest, and then you still may be wondering, well, how do I talk to this jackass? Instead of worrying that, you can right click and go to start conversation, or you can click on this little icon here that's start conversation. So alright, so here we are. Let's bring him up where we usually put our mission agents. We'll read through what he has to say. Let's see. What are we getting ourselves into? A demonstration. A visitor and a capsuleer, no less. I can tell my day is about to get more interesting. Hello, Argentine. I'm guessing you flew out here because you heard I was handing out work, right? Well, I do have something for you. Nothing amazingly difficult, and nothing someone without a pod could handle easily, either. If you can pull this off, we can see about maybe getting you in on some other things. Maybe. We Matari are known for our ingenuity. Civilization owes us a great debt, and the Amar owe it twice over. Before they came, we were by far the most advanced nation. Our technological achievements were regarded with envy by the rest of the cluster. You Eggers know a lot, but did you know that? Well, regardless of history and regardless of your race, you will need to demonstrate an understanding of this if you want to work with us. Prove your resourcefulness by bringing me an Olfay medallion. You will have to explore, as only a capsuleer can, and find one somewhere in the Svipar constellation, near our homeworld Pator. Of course, some other Egger can milk your wallet in exchange for doing the thinking and grunt work for you. That works too. Whether you scan it down inside an Angel Cartel fortress or buy it for 2 ISK on the market, I really don't care. Results are what matter most. You'll go far with me if you keep that in mind. Alright, so before we hit accept, first off, you'll see that the rewards are 6 million just to complete it, and another 1 million to complete it within 6 hours. Now, like he said, the website mentions that if you really want, you can just go on the market and buy one of these. Now, they're not 2 ISK like he mentions. In the system, they're about 13 million, and they go up from there. In Rennes, yeah, they're still about 13 million. So, the website also says that there are 3 that are available to you at the anomaly, and you only need 1 to finish the mission. So you could buy 1 and drop 13 million. You could go there, you could break open 3 cans, get 3 of them, and sell 2 and make 20 to 30 million ISK right off the bat. So that's my plan. And if I note here, there's nowhere, it doesn't tell me, there's no like warp 2 location. But he does mention Pator in his little diatribe here. So we'll go here. We'll find Pator. We'll set a destination. Looks like it's 3 jumps away. And in the meantime, I want to open up the probe scanner and I want to show anomalies. I'm just going to bring this down right there. Close the market. And I'll get going.
Warp drive
So
active.
before I go, I need to hit accept. But alright, so I've got 6 hours. I really hope, for the sake of upload time, hard disk space, and my own afternoon, that this does not take me 6 hours. I don't think it will. But alright, so the website talks about how the initial group of things that I'll be coming, or ships that I'll be fighting against if I want to fight, is some elite frigates that both web and scramble, some elite cruisers which target paint, and that's it. They also recommend that you do this in a ship that you can basically indefinitely tank all of these things. I don't think, we'll see if my ship is able to do that. The ship they recommend is a Tengu that's outfitted partially for exploration but mostly for tanking. So they also talk about having a ship that armor tanks is ideal, because then you don't need to rely on your mid slots for your shield tank, because you have to swap one out for Angel Refuge, because you have to swap one out for that relic analyzer that you need to do the hacking. Now, one thought I had was to one of my characters is has like maxed out the exploration skills, archaeology, hacking, scanning, all of it. And I was thinking that he would have better luck hacking these, or breaking open these cans. And then I'd have to form a fleet and bring him there after I've destroyed all of the enemy ships, so that he can't be destroyed in his exploration ship. And it just seemed like a lot of work. So to start with, I'm opting against that. But worst case scenario, I may need to bring somebody in with higher level skills. But I would guess that why they have 3 cans in the mission site with the item that you need is so that you can fail twice and still get it. Somebody must have done the math there. We're looking for anomalies here. We're not quite into Pator yet, but yeah, somebody must have done the math, and there must be a 50% chance that people complete it. So they have to make it such and give people a chance to actually be successful. So that's it, really. So I've got drones on me, explosive damage doing drones, mediums and smalls. They'll probably have to take out the frigates to get all the webs and warp scramblers off of me. But after that, we should be good to go. Taking out a bunch of elite cruisers. Worst case scenario is I have to warp back in and out, but I don't think, I have yet to have to do that in this ship on level 4 missions, and I don't think that cruisers and frigates are going to do enough damage to really be that big of a trouble. So alright, there we go. So it's called a demonstration, just like our mission.
Warp drive active.
So we'll activate our defenses. The incoming information on your scanners suggests this is nothing more than a poorly hidden trading hub for Angel Cartel pirates. What sort of items are being exchanged is anyone's guess, and by the looks of the security in place, the cartel wants to keep people in the dark. Alright, one thing I am going to do is I am going to drop my my MTU, and I'm going to salvage all of these sites, because I'm doing this to make money and also to learn and experience this for the first time along with you. So I'll wrap things up here, get the medallion ideally, and then I'll salvage and do all of that sort of after the video. So bear with me here. Alright, so we'll drop that. There we go. We'll orbit. We'll hit our afterburner. And we'll target all. Looks like it's only 3. Yeah, it looks like only 3 frigates. we'll just lay into them. Hopefully we'll be able to actually hit them. Maybe not. Well, let's try one of these other guys. Yeah, so I get rid of the ones to me that are the highest threat first. And again, for me, those are the ones that will be able to web or warp scramble me. So I'm gonna fly away from them so that will reduce the chance that I'll miss, at very least from, you know, lateral or angular velocity. And then once I've killed these three, I'll go back to orbiting my mobile tractor unit at 30, and then I'll just take out all of these guys one by one. So I'm running, if you want to see the fit while I slowly fire these things down, I'm running autocannons, Tech 2. I've got a pretty spendy shield booster and a couple spendy invulnerability fields. The rest, though, are just Tech 2 gyro stabilizers and 2 tracking enhancers. I've got 2 large capacitor control circuit 2s and 1 anti-EM screen reinforcer and a cap recharger. Alright, so those 2 are dead. And we'll orbit the mobile tractor unit and we'll just start taking out drones. In the meantime, I should get my salvager over to Pator.
Warp drive active.
Do a little boosting here. Yeah, and then just to round things out, I threw on a drone link augmenter just to extend the range of my my drones to 74 kilometers. Yeah, and I've just got a regular YS8 compact afterburner. Nothing super special, but it does the job.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, it really would be nice if they would allow you to to sort of adjust the orbit that you're taking. Because sometimes the orbit takes you right through a solid object and then you bounce around and it's stupid. That's what it is. And let's see if we can add drones here without getting them eaten up. So far, so good. Like I said originally, there aren't any battleships, so tanking all of this damage isn't terribly difficult. It's not an insignificant amount of damage, but it's still only cruisers. So we'll just manage it. I find sometimes that, like, in a battleship like this, that going up against battle cruisers is easier than going up against cruisers. And like frigates and destroyers, I can pretty much one-shot if I can get a straight shot on them. But cruisers, for some reason, are... It's like the perfect combination of quick and small signature radius, and I don't know, I'm not even sure what else, but that's my suspicion. It's just a little bit more challenging to kill them.
Warp drive active.
Alright, so my salvager character is waiting. They are ready to come and do work. And so far so good otherwise. I guess I should probably invite them to the fleet. The dogs are outside right now, so you won't be hearing the usual romper room that goes on in here sometimes in the background. It seems like whenever I go to make these videos, the dogs are just on the verge of whooping it up and having a good time. Yeah, we'll reload. But I do get stared at through the sliding glass door. One dog is like a cat. She likes to go in and come back out, and then come back in and then go back out, and constantly unhappy with wherever it is that she happens to be, unless you are there, or unless there is a squirrel that actively needs to be chased. Drones are hanging in there. At least at the moment. Keep my eye on that shield booster too. Can't let that run for too long. Yeah, I don't know. I figured that this would be fun. I've never done any of the epic arcs other than the Sisters of Eve one. I started the Amar, so if I do a video series on that, it'll have to be, I don't know, I guess I'll have to get through it, making videos of all of the missions, and then start over again, or I don't know. Trying to figure out the best way to make it sequential. So you can do each epic arc once. You have to wait like 3 months between times that you run it. So I'm not sure if it's 3 months from when you started it or 3 months from when you finished it, but I guess I'll find out soon enough. And yes, I named my Macariel Susan. Because why not? And I'm curious also with this. Let's get rid of that fleet window. With this thing showing up as an anomaly, I doubt it just only showed up for me. Like, I think it showed up for everybody in this zone, which means that I guess if you hang out in the general vicinity of Frarn and the local systems around there, that you may be able to like come in and take care of these on your own and then sell them, but it also seems like you'd have to tank quite a bit of damage in order to do that. I guess I should go to the MTU first. There's my salvage salvager alt. Let's see, did we get anything of worth? No, we didn't. Alright, well, alright, 187k, we'll scoop that in, and in the meantime, I'll head on over to that first container. And salvage my little heart out. Okay, 187k. I may also find or decide quickly that salvaging these missions, unless there are battleships there, is perhaps not worth it, but we'll see. Alright, so you got to be within 5,000 meters or 5 kilometers to work your relic analyzer. If you bounce out of that range while analyzing or hacking, you will fail. And I don't know if these are explode upon one fail or explode upon 3 like many others. So we'll just see. And we got about 500k worth of salvage. Not enough to make it worth. Not enough to make it worth doing this, I don't think, for you. Unless you're really hard up for money. Let's see. I'm trying to get myself back to Frarn.
Warp drive active.
Okay, here we go. And if you haven't done much exploration, it might be worth going and watching my some of my exploration videos. Yeah. Here we go. All right. So at least we got the mission item. So I'll loot that and I'll go to the next one.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, see, now there's mine just finished. And it closed out because I got the one item that I needed. But you notice that another one just popped up. So someone else is doing the same mission right now. And that means that you can sit here in Pator and possibly farm these. I don't recommend it because took a lot of ammo to kill all of those cruisers. And you can probably pretty quickly flood the market with these medallions and lower your earnings that way. But let's see, about to get under 5,000 meters. So we'll start that up. And it's also good to remember that you're not in an exploration ship. So you don't have the bonuses you might otherwise have. Alright, god damn it. Come on. That one was a little bit more challenging. We'll just get some extras here.
Warp drive active.
And we'll start on the last one. Alright, well that went pretty well. And so I think that wraps it up. I'm going to go back to here and hand this in. And hopefully he will only take one, but I think what I'll probably do is just try to land at the local base in Frarn and transfer the other two to my market character, who's also my salvage character. I have like two characters, basically, outside of my fleet of alpha characters. Anyway, I'll transfer two over, and then just take the one over to this guy, Arston, and hand that in. And that'll wrap it up. And that's an easy 7 million, plus whatever I can sell these two for, plus the loot from the bounties and from the salvage. So that's it for the first mission of the Minmatar Epic Arc. Check out the next video for Mission 2. Thank you for watching, and if you have any questions or if you were challenged in any particular way, let me know how and where, and we can talk about it. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.